My name is Jhojanna. I'm the mom of Illiana, Ale. She is diagnosed with cerebral palsy. And more details of like her right side being a little bit weaker than her left side. So Illiana was a preemie. She was born at 24 weeks, weighing 1 pound at birth. She was in the NICU for 10 months. During the NICU stay, she had to go in this machine called ECMO. And from the ECMO machine, she got a stroke because she had like a blood clot going to her brain. And then from the stroke, that's when it affected her right side of her body, being more weaker. From there, her lungs were like really like sick and all this stuff, so she had to get a trach. And then from there, she had a G-tube as well. Also, just from being a NICU, she had she suffered from like a lot of medical conditions, but her main one was like the stroke and like her trach. After 10 months of being in a NICU, she was able to go to a rehab hospital for 2 months, where we had to get training in order to care for Illiana when she came home. And then after 2 months of being there, she was able to come home with us. And then now after a year, exactly a year, she was decannulated. No more trach, only her G-tube. No, yeah, it was very, very difficult for me, emotionally, mentally, just because seeing her, just being in bed, laying down, it wasn't easy for me. Knowing that she was there was a few times where she was going to pass away, telling me, oh no, she was not going to make it anymore. That was very challenging. Yeah, it's just being in a NICU was not a really good experience, but the good thing is that she's still here with us and making progress. Yeah, there was a few times where doctors would be like, oh, I don't know, why don't you disconnect her? She's not improving, she's doing really bad. No, I'm gonna leave her there until she's, ready, if whatever God says, I was in the NICU, I would go to work, go back to the NICU, and that was my life for 10 months. But as long as she's here, anything's, possible. And yeah, my main my supporters has been my mom. She's been there with me through everything, and she still is. Her dad as well. He's there for us too, but mostly because of work. Sometimes not both of us can be there. But my mom has been one of my main supporters for everything, and she still is. She's always taking care of Illiana. She's always making sure that she's good, healthy. She has nursing for 10 hours a day. She used to have nursing for 16 hours a day, and she had a trach. But since she doesn't have a trach anymore, only 10 hours a day, and sometimes we struggle because they call off at the last minute or nursing. And my mom, if they call off, my mom takes care of her. So that's been one of main supporters for everything. I mean, I feel I have at the beginning I was scared, I'm how am I gonna do this at home? How am I gonna do everything for her? But I think it takes time. Once you learn all of the medical conditions and all of that stuff, they don't let you go home with not getting training, on your daughter and stuff. So I feel the training and all of that helped me try to take care for Illiana the way I'm doing it. So we usually take her to speech, OT, and PT once a week for all 3 services. But it's never the same. Sometimes I'm not trying to say always not a waste of time, but they don't really they just play with her, and I feel I always been seeking for an intensive therapy for her, especially because she needs something more intense than just going and play and just a regular therapy session. So I felt I just always was searching, and something for something more intense. But in the area where we live, there was nothing close to an intensive therapy. And then that's when we through Instagram, through another mom, we found Breakthrough, and then I was searching through the page, and that is when I was it looked really interesting. I was amazed by all the videos and all the pictures of what kids were doing. So I was no, I really want to do this for Illiana. I don't want to just go to just a regular. She still has to continue, doing her regular therapy. But I'm I really wanted this experience for her to make it happen, to intensive therapy. Now I feel like she could like stand with like minimum support with before like she wasn't like she was just like the only thing she was able to do before like sit like going from like her like back to like sitting position, but she wasn't really like standing or like especially like kneeling. Like her kneeling now looks so much better. Her standing, she's like with minimum support. I have seen like the improvement like from like 3 weeks ago that we were here. Like when I put her like in a kneeling position, I was pregnant with her like with that like a lot. She looks like so much taller and like she looks like so much stronger when she's like up on her knee, like her knees. Also like standing, like when I would like put her on the floor, she would like put her feet up, but now she's keeping them down for like a few minutes at least, or a few seconds. Like I'm so sad that we have to leave, like, you know, like that she can't continue something like this for like the rest of, because I feel like I was telling my mom, I was like, I feel like if she continued, like, you know, this was her weekly therapy, I feel like she will be walking by now or like doing much more things than she's doing now. Yeah. Just because I really want Illiana to be like as independent as possible. Like I really want to see her like, you know, walking like other kids. Like I really want to see her like playing like more like independent. Even standing will be like a great, you know, thing for her to do. So that's how I always like was looking at intensive therapy programs. Like I was kept searching, and like the closest one was here, the breakthrough. So that's why I was like, no, we have to like, you know, like try our best and like make it happen for her. Like my main goal for her is to like be independent, like walk, stand, like play. And like just by like, you know, like have improved on standing, I feel like that's a big step for like walking. So yeah, it has been like a really impact on her future. Coming to Breakthrough, it makes me feel like everybody's so like friendly. All the staff is like nice. They're like welcoming. It makes you feel like you're at home. And just like seeing Illiana, like the growth that she has made, and other kids, like everything that they do, and then everything like, and it's a challenge while they're like, you know, like with the bungees and stuff like that, and like, but the results from like being here like the 3 weeks are like amazing. And like just seeing other kids in general just working for like to get better and stronger. And I feel like they should go ahead and like don't even think like twice about like coming to Breakthrough, because they will see like so much progress with like, even like if it's just like a regular therapy or like an intensive therapy, I feel like they'll see so much improvement like on like in their child, especially like if they have like a main goal for them. Like I feel like they'll see like the results from like coming to Breakthrough. Like everybody's so nice. Like they shouldn't think of, it's like, I feel like it's more than just like therapy, you know. Like I feel like Illiana is like, she always like complains and stuff, but I feel like Christine pushes her a lot to like do her work, so that's really good. Like not just like a regular therapy, you know, like where she needs to be pushed. So I feel like here they push you to do your work, but it's for her own good, like for their own child's good. She probably feels, you know, good about herself, like being able to like not just like being sitting down all the time, or like as like being able to sit like stand on her own, or like even like kneeling. I feel like her confidence has like, knowing that she's able to do it, I feel like she her confidence has like grow a little bit more. Yeah, I just feel like here everybody's like so helpful. Like they're like, oh, if you need anything, like just like, you know, you're like let me know, or like the information has been very helpful, like that everybody has given me here. Yeah, like you're just like talking to families or like seeing everybody's like experience, because over there like, yeah, everybody's helpful, but I feel like more like here everybody has been like really nice and like very informative, and like the sources that they've been given are good.